Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is miserable outside, it's raining. Although I've got a bit of cover, I'm still getting wet, so do some stuff in the garage, although it gets wet in here too. So we'll do the best we can. Gonna crack on with the badge again, so I'll set you guys up. It's dried really well overnight, it's got a reinforcement fiberglass backing now. It's absolutely solid. I've actually physically tried to snap it again. Obviously I can put it back together, it did go, but it didn't. So I've gone ahead and I've drilled an extra two holes, in the grill, because the later Clubman grill only has 2 holes in the middle for that Leyland badge, but the earlier Clubman grills has 4 holes to sustain the bigger, heavier badge. So come over here and have a look. We've now got the 4 holes up the centre there, so that's that done. And we're now at the point where I'm just going to start sanding it down. So I've got my block out, I've got some 180s, and I'm just going to see how it goes really. If I can get the worst of the sort of the rough edges out, then I'll put some really fine filler over it, and then yeah, we'll start working with it really and see what we can do. That's my co-associate there, James, messaging away. Yeah, we're cooking up all sorts of plans for the channel, so please stay tuned. Yeah, so a little bit of I guess a boring one, but some people really like this sort of thing, and I quite enjoy saving things. So for me, it's a closer thing to my heart to do. It's nice and quiet. You can stick some tunes on. For me, I've got the old Heartbeat playlist off Spotify. Really enjoy that. So there you go. It's a little thing about me there. Got that going, and yeah, let's get sanding. Right, so I've 180's it. There's still a bit of a lip, poor light, but you can obviously still see clear as day the crack. But the fact of the matter is, it's a lot smoother now to run your hands over it. So I'm gonna mix up some fine filler now, and we'll lay that in there, let that set, and then see what we can do. But I've tried it on the grill, it fits, so my holes are in the right place, and well, I guess we're one step ahead, saving it, and see what happens. Hopefully we can do our best, and it's quite a proud thing to have on your car, the fact it was snapped in half in my eyes, but I might be a bit sad. Bit of history in my eyes, so let's get some filler in it, and that will really see if we're going to save it, if we're going to get it out. So obviously I can't put loads and loads of pressure on it. I mean, it's strong, I've tried snapping it and it won't snap, but I don't want to start DAing it and stuff like that, because it's just not worth it. But it's coming out perfectly fine by hand, so filler time. Right, so you can probably hear the rain pouring down. Just waiting for my filler to dry, so obviously it looks a bit messy. I've used a bit of paper to sort of score it in, and then I've left a bit on top, obviously a bit too much, and try and sand it back. This is going to take time. It's one of those tedious little jobs that a lot of people wouldn't bother doing, but for me, let's give it a go. Yeah, you're not going to get it at first pass. I never get filler in first pass on a straight flat panel. So I'm not going to get it first pass with this, because there's very intricate shapes going on there. But I'm going to get some fine paper, we're going to sand it back, and hopefully we can save it. I'm trying to look for some blue paint to go in there. Obviously I'm probably not going to get exact colour, but I have got my 72 to go on to try and look. Tricks we've used in the past. Anyone that's seen my sidewalk at the show, actually I've got a Corgi model on the parcel shelf. I painted that Kingfisher blue, so it's the actual paint code to the car. That was sanding, masking, and loads of laborious tasks like that. And my other half actually used nail polish to paint in the rear lights, so it's actually got Mark II rear lights on it, it's got the yellow headlamps and things like that. It's not finished by any stretch, I want to do the interior on it and stuff like that, but it got mounted for show purposes, and it's just sort of stayed there. So it might be the same trick we use on this. Nail polishes with a very fine brush are very good, and they're enamel paints. So obviously doing all the black in and stuff like that, I can get a Hammerite or a black nail polish. But the blue, I might be able to find something quite close. So there's a little tip out there for you guys that are doing, not just badges, but if you key rings and bits and pieces on your car, or if you're into your modelling and you like building cars and planes and stuff, it's always a good thing. And obviously you do have the model paints as well. So, but for me, it's easier to get nail polish. So yeah, let's let that sand, let that go off and get back to the tunes. Yeah, hopefully it's going to work. Right, so I have sanded that first pass of filler. Guys can't quite see, there you go, there's the light. You can see that most of the imperfections sort of running your hand over it. Obviously for you guys, you can't feel that, but there's still a few high points in it. I've just dusted some silver paint I've got on the shelf just to really highlight them, and it seems like where the casting is for it, that's where the high point is, so the filler wasn't going to get rid of it. It wasn't quite just knocking it away. So I've got my trusty little Dremel out, and I am just going to just sand the face of it where I can feel the high spots. There is only two. Both sides are absolutely smooth, so the flanks down both sides. They've come out really well. Still need work, but I can't feel the lump or the crack. It's mainly the inner fins, so the edge of the badge there. So you just feel a high spot from it. So I've got it's a used pad as well, which is quite a good thing. It's like a roller. I'll show you. So I've got this on the end of my Dremel. It's actually a used one, so it's not quite as coarse as it was, which is obviously what I want. I don't want to go mad with this and start causing loads of vibrations for one, even though it's absolutely solid. But I don't want to take an absolute load of material off it because I can't put it back. I'm just going to have to build out a filler, and I really don't want to do that. I just literally wanted to get rid of the crack with the filler. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. Got my good old Dremel out, and I'll just try and nick back that edge a little bit. Right, so that's worked pretty well. I definitely can't feel, obviously it now feels like it needs a bit more filler because I've ground a bit of the filler out, but probably can't try and show you a bit better. But it's a lot smoother, a lot smoother. So that's definitely worked. So next skim for filler and see how we get on. We're getting there, might save this. Right, so that is the second pass of filler, and we are not far off. When you think that was snapped in half, you can just about see it, but remember there's going to be quite thick enamel paint over a lot of it. I'm pretty happy with that. It's getting there. Let that dry off and see where we're at, wet flat it and stuff. So that just about finishes this episode. The prime is dry. There's a few marks in it still. I scraped out any of the old, there was a little bit of corrosion and stuff that's in the veins of it, but we have one badge that is pretty much smooth again. So plan is for this. I'm going to mask off the front, the face, once I'm obviously completely happy with it. I'm going to satin black the sides, because that's how it was before. We're going to have a dig through, and I've actually just checked on the 72 that these are actually kind of a vinyl, like a glossy vinyl. So it's not going to be the factory vinyl, so I can't get hold of that. But I'm going to put a darker blue vinyl back in there, so it's close enough. And then we're going to paint in the mini and the outline all in black Camerite. So not going to be original, but it's going to be definitely better for the car and still goes with the look I want. And let's remember, this badge was in two pieces. or just go in a bin if it was anyone else, but want to save things, and it's 40 years old or getting on for that, so it's another little piece of history saved. So I'm going to leave you now with a little snippet and an update on the 72, as we've just mentioned it. And yeah, I'll catch you next one, guys. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more on this badge, and I will sort of show you at the end when it's finished, please comment below, and I'll maybe do a video of me painting it and stuff like that. But like I say, that's going to be the process. Yeah, we're getting there with it. So catch you next one, guys. Right, quickly before I go, I just wanted a quick update on the Clubby estate as well, as I've mentioned it quite a few times in reference to doing the Budget Clubman, looking at bonnet gaps, looking at how the front end was fitted, the badge now that I'm restoring. Just wanted to do a little quick snippet and a thank you at the end of this video, really. If you've gone back and watched, I did like a review on this car. If not, I will leave it in the link below to this video. You would have remembered, if you've watched it, that the interior is obviously original like the rest of the car, but very ripped, very tatty, and it bothered me, but I sort of it went with the car. But good friend Mr. Toon, if you've not seen his channel, has just put, or is in the process of putting, a beautiful interior in his van, and the seats that were in his van were the shade of colour that I need for this, so like a dark blue, and they were sort of going surplus. He didn't get them retrimmed, he bought new seats and got them all redone. So he offered them out to me, and yeah, they are absolutely spot on for this car. They're not perfect, but the car's not perfect, they're just that bit better for driving. So just wanted to put at the end of this video a massive thank you for Mr. Toon for that. Yeah, it should make this car a little bit better to cruise in, and I'm really chuffed with them. So let's have a quick look at them. Right, so like I mentioned, if you've seen the video, you'll remember all this old dash that it has, the blue door cards, the interior, I put a new carpet in it and things like that. I've tidied it up enough but left as much originality as possible. But the seats were very ripped. The driver's one especially was missing this bit here, this bolster, and there's a tear in the passenger one here. Now these are a lot better for the car, and I'm really happy for them. So once again, Mr. Toon, thank you very much. A beer on me next time we see each other, once this lockdown's over. Thanks, mate.